Hey, how are you guys today? I need to show you a new gun that came in. We've got the Grzzly from Bear Creek Arsenal. Really impressive packaging. Let me show you what it looks like coming out of the box. Excited to show you this Grzzly. Just picked it up from the FFL. They actually said, hey, you got a really cool box in, and it's got a pretty cool looking gun in it. I didn't know what it was, so we ran up there and grabbed it. I went immediately to the range. Nice tight little concise box, and when you pull this open you see the bear paw, and really cool. Just opening this up I was like, oh man, this is stinking cool, and there it is. Pulled it out of the box, put a shot of ballistol on the slide and put some round through it immediately, and it performed really well. Make sure you check underneath this foam padding. You've got your second mag, some stickers, and a lock. Definitely some bonus points for that presentation in the box. I really like that, but it is a great looking gun. You can't deny the fact that it's a cool looking gun. The extra stuff that this thing has is really impressive. Let's go over some of those right now. Comes with two mags. Those are KCI mags. I don't have a lot of experience with those, but they worked in our tests so far. First thing that you're going to be attracted to is this stippling. Very smooth and soft up and down. You get the texture when you're going back and forth, and that pattern continues all the way around and in front. A very comfortable gun, incredibly comfortable, especially if you have large hands. You have a great little kind of a gas pedal, but you know, kind of a frame built-in one, and it does have some of that bear fur stippling right there. Very easy spots to hold on to. Big nice undercut right there. Of course we have a pick rail. This one's got optic capabilities here, and we have some big old windows on our slide to show off that gleaming barrel. One of the cool things about this gun is it comes in like 15 different variations, from colors to barrel options, threaded, non-threaded. I chose threaded. I think I'll probably put a suppressor on here and play with it. This is my only 17 with a threaded barrel. Sights are metal and they are photoluminescent. I did test those and they work. I'm not sure what the practical use of that is. If it's already dark outside and it's been dark, they're probably not gonna glow for you. I had no problems right out of the box other than a stovepipe on the last round. I did have a stovepipe on the last round in a magazine at one point. The ammo was not some stuff that I ultimately trust, so I'm willing to check that off for ammo. Realistically, I need to put several hundred more rounds through this before I can say that it's fully reliable, but I haven't come across very many people saying that the Grzzly 101 has trouble, so to be determined, but so far so good. So I do like the slide serrations up here at the front. Kind of a natural spot for me. I don't know where I learned that or picked it up. I would love to train myself out of that, but kind of have been my default right there. The trigger on this gun is pretty good, actually. Normal Glock take-up feel there, and then a pretty crisp break. I don't know what they're using for internal components. I doubt they're OEMs, but they seem to be, this combination seems to be working pretty well and producing a pretty nice trigger. This is the dry fire magazine that we've been playing with, and it allows you to reset that trigger so you don't have to keep cocking it. Here it is. We have since been to the range. We have a couple hundred rounds on our Grzzly, and I gotta say, so far so good. It's been 100% reliable, and it was actually really enjoyable to shoot. I forget how much I really like a 17 size frame over a 19. The 17 would be tough to carry. It's just so much bigger, but it is really fun to shoot a full size handgun. The KCI mags, I haven't had any experience with those before, but I did load both of them up and run several rounds through them. I also have several other P mags and a couple of original Glock mags that that we ran through this. After 200 or 300 rounds, so far so good. I had no malfunctions. I did have a stovepipe, but the ammo was questionable and it was on the last round, which sometimes that's a little tricky. I've had that happen before. I really like the Grzzly. This was absolute pleasure to shoot. The groups were really amazing. At 10 yards and 12 yards, I had nice, tight little clusters. The sights were fine at first. My first impression of the sights when I unboxed it at the FFL was, I'm gonna replace those sights. And now, I'm not so sure that I would replace them. We do have a set of tag precision sights that I've been wanting to put on a gun. I thought that I would put them on this, but now I'm thinking I might just put a dot on it. The Glock clones keep getting better and better. The cool thing about the Grzzly is they came out with the full-size version first. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a smaller one coming. Not sure if it's gonna keep the same Grzzly name. Maybe it'll be the Grzzly Mini, or maybe it'll have like a little Grzzly, or a, I don't know, maybe a micro, maybe the 43 will be the micro Grzzly. Anyway, the success of this gun so far is going really well. It's been very well received. Only a couple of problems that people have come across has been something with the slide stop. The trigger on this is really pretty good. I'm gonna try to show you the reset. There is our take up and our break. Nice, tight, concise. I didn't try to shoot the gun very fast. We'll get it back out and shoot some more through it. We just got some more 9mm in from Ammunition Depot, so probably throw the dot on there and just keep shooting it and enjoying it. Really great looking gun. With the features that are on this gun, you could make the case that this gun is a $400 or $500 value gun. Bear Creek has like over a dozen SKUs for this gun with different combinations of colors, barrel lengths, barrel finishes. Really a nice job, and the price is absolutely ridiculous. I've played with 3 Bear Creek products in the last couple of months. The 308 shot some unbelievably accurate groups. The 8.6 Blackout did some great groups as well with a couple of different ammos. And the 201, which is the 1022 clone, it shot great too. And I had a big old scope on there. We were zoomed all the way in, and it was punching tight little groups for a 22, which I was having fun with that day. I know Bear Creek gets their criticism. I can only speak from my experiences. I know that Bear Creek gets some criticism. It's been semi-well documented that there have been some quality control issues. The last several videos that I've made have talked about how to look for problems and how to correct them if you do come across them. My buddy Chris from the 740, his slide would not drop on the release. And upon further inspection, he found that the slide was not rounded and it was pretty sharp right there, and he was able to take care of the problem pretty simply. Haven't come across very many people who have had trouble with the 101. Most people have said the trigger's good, which I'll agree. And Chris shot some really tight groups in his review, and I shot some really tight groups when I tested this. If you're looking for a full-size reliable platform like the Glock, if you're looking for a full-size gun, I would definitely take a look at this. See if they have a color combination that you like, and it could be a nice addition for you. Whether or not you choose to carry this every day, that's ultimately up to you. I would test this a little bit more before I choose to carry this one, but so far it hasn't given me any reasons to doubt it. A lot of times you can't even get a slide that has this many window cuts in it for the price of the entire gun here. It's really remarkable. As we said in our Dagger review, I feel like Glock took the gun to a certain level, and the aftermarket, the FKS9 is a phenomenal gun. Dagger has great reviews. My Dagger has done absolutely fine. So far so good on the Grzzly, and it's a proven reliable platform that someone else can pick up with, do some of their own designed things and run with it, and you're left with a pretty cool gun that is pretty reliable. Here's our dry fire mag. Just for fun, let's stick this in here. We know we have a clear chamber because we checked. Dry fire mag goes in there. Oh yeah. Allows you to reset that trigger. and keep practicing either from a draw or just from a low ready and popping up, getting that trigger squeeze to where you are staged and are ready to fire. I do like the dry fire mag. I think it's a pretty cool training toy, and it seems to work just fine with our Grzzly. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. YouTube thinks that you'll like this video right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.